Okay, so I'm going to start planning out the base now. What I did is I dremelled out and chopped up a lot of this area over here so it wasn't going around. So we got a nice good flow over here. We have all our rods and stuff. What I did is I notched out all this stuff on the base, so this way when I shove freeform air here and I start putting all these parts on, it bonds to it better. Now, if you have a flat surface, eaves and freeform air will stick to it, but for me personally, I want to take the extra step. So, going to mix up the freeform air. We have the manhole cover, which is pretty much as in scale as the best as I could get. Maybe it should have been a little bit bigger, or maybe because power goes a little bit bigger, I think it works out fine. We have our freeform air plank here that I rolled out a little while ago, and what I'll do is I'll start breaking this up, and then what I'll do is I'll start placing it around here like it's a broken base. I'm going to use one of the older Power Girl bases that I have over on the side from a sideshow to kind of give me that little bit of a look on how it's kind of breaking up. So the idea is it's going to be a little bit flatter here, but breaking up this way. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. What I might do is make it look like she stomped to or something. I don't know. I gotta just kind of play with it and see how things go. Once I get this pieces on here and we start kind of getting it together, then I could come back into here another time after it all cures up and start detailing it and maybe like add like a pipe or dirt or whatever the hell over here. So I'm gonna keep playing with it. But the goal is to make it a street base, broken and simple. Like I said, I want to focus more on her than the base, but at least it tells a little bit of a story. So let me get some mixed up freeform air. We're going to start slapping it on here, and then I'll start cracking up these pieces, and I'll just start placing it around, start seeing like what fits where I like it, and kind of play with it. Okay, so this morning what I did is I woke up, got some stuff done, and then went in the garage and I kind of sanded this stuff down. You know how like this piece was sticking over the edge and stuff. Just kind of went with my Dremel tool and just kind of grinded out some areas. I kind of cut down some sharp areas around these edges. Anything around here that I think might have gotten caught, like if you have a long sleeve shirt or if you're cleaning or you're painting and you accidentally grab that piece and you pull it, you know, you don't want these pieces like to snap off. So I kind of just took down those areas a little bit here and there. I like the way the back looks now. It's just up here is what I have to kind of clean. This is kind of like, you know, sewer system, pipes, whatever. So I think when I paint it up, it'll be all, you know, this will be like a blacktop street, and then this will be all dirt and gravel. So what I'll do is I might even, I have some little gravel pieces. I have to see if I can attach those or maybe not. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that yet. But I have that clear resin. So I think what I'll do is I'll get in here with the clear resin and maybe pour it in there and a little bit over here to make it look like it's water or something. Not really sure yet. The hardest part right now is just kind of working on this part connecting because of the way this is. If I Dremel this out, we'll start to see the key here. So what I need to do is I need to get some, I have a rolled out Aves piece that I do whenever I have extra Aves and I'm not going to use it, I roll out. So it's got flat sheets I can break off. And what I could do is I could glue those on there and sort of kind of tweak it with my details a little bit more to make this look like a street area here. So it's kind of breaking up. I think that'll look pretty good. Or I might just do more dirt. I'm not really sure. I got to kind of think about this a little more. And I can't really Dremel this down anymore because I have that long rod bent right here. So I can't really bend, you know, I would love to take this down a little bit more, but she needs to have that support. So I can't really start grinding out that support system. So that's going to only the downside at the moment. Once I figure all that out and I kind of tweak this out a little bit more, once I kind of think about it, we'll come back, we'll finish that up. And then after that, the base is pretty much done and set up. I'm pretty happy with the way it looked. I really like the manhole cover here. It kind of gives it an idea. It's kind of like a street fight scene, you know. Other than that, all I really need to do is once this is done, to start, you know, fine-tuning her, prime it, buff it down, get everything up, because, you know, sometimes you have residue on your hands and it's kind of like stuck at the knee. There's some stuff over here to be cleaned up, and I just got to fine-tune it all, prime it up, get everything ready, and make sure we're kind of there. There's a couple other pieces on the body and stuff I have to kind of clean up, but that's kind of, I just wanted to get this base done, because you don't want to, you know, get your body all fine-tuned ready for paint, but then you're working on the base and you have some residue on your hands, and when you're trying to situate the body, you might get some residue. Even if you wrap it with saran wrap, if it's in a hot day and you have that saran wrap, you can start warping the primer. So that's another thing I try not to do as much, but all in all, I'm happy with the way this is looking. I'm really, I like this a little bit better than the original design. So I'm going to think about this a little bit more. We'll come back, we'll tweak this up. If I think something pops into my head that I want to add into this, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm not really sure yet. But all in all, it's pretty good. So we'll come back and I'll get all my stuff ready and we'll kind of tweak out and fine tune it, and then we'll close out the video. Alright, so I am all finished up with the base. Went ahead and kind of started you know, cleaning it up, added some more pieces up around here. It's kind of more of a fight scene, which I like. I like the idea that, you know, she's in the middle of a street, she's fighting someone, and that's kind of what, like, the story I wanted to tell. I don't like to go over elaborate with my bases, but I also like to kind of still have a little bit of a story, and I think this one worked out pretty well. So all I really need to do is kind of like chop up some areas, kind of clean up some stuff, clean up in here a little bit, sand around the edges. There's a little spot over here almost touching the heel, so I want to actually clean that up a bit, and just kind of keep going over and getting it ready. So this is kind of what I'm enjoying now. Now that I see more of these 3D sculpts coming out, you know, where you can pick them up. They have their bases already done for them, but, you know, you don't have to do those bases. Like, if you find a 3D sculpt you like, which I like this one. I didn't like the way they had the angles with all the stars and it said Power Girl at the bottom. I think it was a little too busy for me. You know, I want something more simple. And I didn't want to do the cloud look because the cloud look was already done with the Power Girl from Sideshow. So I figured let's try a street broken up item. So it's kind of like taking the first Power Girl from Sideshow where the street is broken up, but we're adding a manhole cover and doing a little bit of a different look to it, which is kind of cool. So you can actually go onto CG Trader or any of these other sites and you can start printing out elements and make your own base. So if you have a character that's standing or running, you don't need to use that base that came with it. If you want to do a museum pose with a blank base, or if you want to do a base and maybe add some elements, this is kind of like where the hobby's going, which is kind of cool. It's just making things a little bit easier. So all I really need to do now is kind of just keep cleaning all this up and tweaking it. Just to let you guys know, around here, you can kind of see I'm just kind of like working out some details, cleaning up this item here. I've been patching up some stuff around here. Over in here, this was a real mess, this whole entire arm area, because this one connected. So I've just been cleaning this up. And any other scratches or dents or anything, I'm just kind of going through everything and just cleaning stuff up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just paint this up like I normally do for myself. This is a personal custom. I'm not going to do a whole work in progress video, but what I'll do is I'll take still shots of as I progress on painting. And then what we'll do is we'll come back and I'll do a final video on it, explain some things, and go from there. I got way too many things on my plate for work in progress videos. I can't add another one onto it. And with personal stuff, I like to, you know, just kind of not really do filming, not do anything else, just sit back and just kind of do my own stuff. So like if you guys are in a hobby, I'm pretty sure you realize that sometimes you just want to sit down and do your own thing and not really think about much. So that's kind of what this item is all about. So that's pretty much where I'm at. So I just need another like week or two of just really fine-tuning this item whenever I'm in the garage working on other projects, and I can get ahead and start painting this up whenever I am ready to just kind of chill, clear my head, and do my own thing. So that's kind of where we're at. So let me know what you guys think of the base. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you like the idea that she is still kind of floating, but she is in a fight scene? You know, things could go a little bit more elaborate. We could do like a really crazy thing, but I just wanted to keep it smaller. Because with the freeform air, it doesn't really create too much weight on here where it would like crush in the shelf. So it's actually a good weight at the moment. So let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback. Do you like the ideas? Do you not like the ideas? And stuff like that. And we'll be back with the final video when she's all painted up. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.